Greetings, Master. You're looking fit and deadly, as always.
I caught up with that old associate from the blockade run. Old Quan and I had a nice little chat. He was surprised to see me, to say the least.
Did he know anything useful?
Before I had to end Quan's retirement prematurely, I convinced him to fill me in on some gaps in our history since the blockade run. When the Hutts came looking for their return investment, Hilo Viz smuggled herself off to Republic space with the help of another free trader.
That definitely increases her odds of being alive.
I'm not so sure, given where she was headed. Remember Zale Barrows? She cut a deal with that twerp to hide her on Belsavis. If she's still stuck there, this is my chance to swoop in to the rescue. I've got to go after her.
If it means this much to you, count me in.
This is personal, a little too personal. I've got to take care of this on my own. If I don't make it, well, thanks. I don't think Tiresias would have ever gotten this opportunity.
When did you get back?
Oh, a little while ago. I wasn't exactly in a talkative mood. My little pipe dream involving Hilo went about as you'd have expected.
Didn't find her?
No, I found her. After all these years, I finally caught up with her, and she hadn't changed a bit. I found her on Belsavis in some sort of stasis chamber. It was like I just left.
At least she didn't have time to nurse an old grudge.
Yeah, maybe. Regardless, it wasn't pretty. If she'd had a blaster, she'd have shot me the moment she came to. Lucky for me, she recognized that prison wasn't the place to hash things out. She took off the first chance she got. Hardly the reunion I was looking for, but I got her out of that pit. That counts for something, right?
She'd have been stuck down there forever if you hadn't.
She deserved better than that. Hey, who needs love anyway? Thanks. If you'll excuse me, I need to create a hangover to nurse.
I've been thinking running with you ain't so bad. More downtime than I'd like, but at least it ain't like being in the can. Too much time between killings on the inside.
I'm guessing Belsavis wasn't the first place you did time?
I don't get pinched often, but when they got me, they try and hang on. Ain't all bad. Best place to meet the real scum of the universe. Get connected. Lockup took me from the streets to the major leagues.
So who'd you meet on the inside?
Shared a cell with a Hutt cartel gangster once. Helped him bust out. Got introduced to the family. Had a couple good years being an enforcer, before those slimy two-faced slugs tried to bump me off.
Remember the guy Coral said was after her? Isaac, the one we were supposed to stop on Drummond Koss?
Target didn't show up. Hard to forget that.
Everything else is sort of dead-ended. I thought maybe I'd try to see what I could find on him. He's SIS, no surprise there, so there's not much to find. Except for this. He's assigned to Project 32. The same project all my relatives seem to be associated with.
You should head to one of Nar Shaddai's casinos and play that number. Probably make some credits.
Right now, I feel like maybe gambling isn't a great idea. Searching for his name tripped all kinds of securities, so don't be surprised if a lot of uniforms are looking for us. I think I might take up a new hobby for a while. A safer one, like, next-suit grooming.
My subordinates tell me that you dealt with the privateer and the Coati woman.
When do I get my hands on June Saros?
Soon. The campaign on Raban is coming to a close. I will direct my forces towards a full-scale assault on Corellia. Rendezvous with my flagship, the Tyrant, in Raban's outsystem.
I am Captain Evelyn, commanding officer of the Tyrant. You are Darth Tormund's bounty hunter?
What's with the blaster fire in the background?
We've been boarded. The situation is bad. Republic Special Forces slipped on board during our troop withdrawal. They've completely overrun the command decks. It won't be long before we lose the bridge. If you act quickly, we might be able to turn things around.
Darth Tormund can't handle this himself?
He went to deal with the attackers personally, but his soldiers are sealed off from the bulk of the fighting. The borders initiated a complete lockdown, trapping our defenders and the subdecks. I need you to undo their tampering. With their overrides disabled, we can unseal the lock decks from the bridge, so Darth Tormund and his soldiers can retake control.
Give me the where and how.
I'm transmitting the location of the ship's network junctions. Restore the systems and we can handle the rest. I've opened the docking bays and disabled our weapons. You can make a safe landing if you hurry. The window of opportunity is...
Now or never.
If we're going to land, we better do it before the boarders get the turbo lasers back online.
We're in for a rough landing.
Business as usual, then?
Figures I'd have a big lunch. You alright? You alright?
You must be the bounty hunter Captain Evelyn contacted. Thanks for the rescue. Once they killed the captain, we thought the fight was as good as done.
I've had way tougher jobs.
We aren't out of the fire yet. We need a few minutes to override the lockdown, but we're finished if we have to hold off another attack. Will you assist in defending the bridge?
I didn't blast through here because I was bored.
No, of course not. Thank you. Get those lower decks unsealed, ASAP. My lord, it's a relief to see you unscathed.
Where is Captain Evelyn?
The captain's dead, sir, my lord.
And yet you avoided his fate.
Yes, I mean, no. We were
Well, I'm not sleeping tonight.
I have you to thank for a ship.
You wanted to discuss Koesia?
Have this ship operational by the time we are finished. I am mobilizing my entire division to Koesia. The rebellion will be crushed. Koesia will fall, but military victory will not be enough. I do not want the Republic merely defeated. They must submit.
And a corpse can't grovel. I get it. Who do you want?
There is a massive resistance supporting the Republic's defense of Koesia. You will secure the rebel leaders. I will make them kneel. When the rebellion bows before Corellia's rightful leaders, our trap will be set.
What happens once this trap is sprung?
A compact will be signed publicly. Corellia's governor will demand that the Supreme Chancellor ratify the treaty and withdraw Republic forces. The Supreme Chancellor will have to acknowledge that the Corellians have chosen Imperial rule, but not before June Seros convinces him that his Jedi can turn the tide.
I see the potential.
I have sent my forces ahead, under command of General Crow. Meet with him and proceed according to plan. When the Tyrant is hyperspace capable, I will join you.
Trouble?
Remember how Cordan thought things would be heating up? Listen.
I've got a mission. Thought you might want in on it. Clan Ordo has been hired to kill a senator who's hiding out under major Jedi protection. It'll be a serious engagement. He's gone to ground in a heavily fortified area. Worth a lot of credits, too. If you're interested, meet us at the Bayless Estate on Alderaan. Cordan out.
Planning on taking off again?
They're my brothers. I need to be there.
Better get going. Don't want to miss the fight.
Thanks.
Still alive.
Seems that way. Weren't all so lucky.
Did Corridan make it through?
Took a lightsaber strike. Glanced off his big head. Didn't care to find out firsthand. Never let them get close.
How'd you manage that?
Kept the fire on the senator. Didn't leave him any choice. Can't count on a good distraction every time I cross a Jedi. Better find some Beskar if I'm making a habit of it.
I've just finished cleaning the fuel injectors to the sublight drive. You should notice a .00008.
Hadn't noticed how much that time in the cooler cramped my style. Got me rusty.
I thought all you did all day was lift weights and pick fights.
Ain't so bad when there's some chump in the yard to shank, or a guard station to rough up. Solitary's another story. I'm just saying, all this running around busting heads is whetting my appetite, and I'm itching to do some real damage. Never did get my hands on that stinking hut that tried to have me bumped off. Been thinking, I'm overdue.
Who are you planning to pay a visit?
Some slimy hut underboss? A nobody. Don't really remember him. Gotta think about it. All you need to know is, once I find the dirty backstabber, I'm paying him a visit.